number 1 versus 2 matchup in the ACCAC. Noah, what are your keys to the game? What does Pima have to do tonight to get the job done on the road?
Pima's going to have to do everything that they completed last game in order to get the win. They escaped by 1. They can't make it as close of a game. My key to the game is play through the freshman, Will Fiegels, a long jumper out of high school, had an offer from Oregon, but decided to play JUCO basketball. I want to see them play through him and his athletic abilities to really make an impact on the floor for the Cougars and the Aztecs. Yeah.
Fiegels will play big minutes for the Aztecs as they are battling through a few key injuries. Noah, for the Cougars, what do they have to do here at home to knock off the number 1 team in the conference?
Well, it's simple. Carabio has been so great for them all season, right? Averaging 14 points per game. Him and Vasquez, it's like watching Curry and Clay. They click like none other. So those two, if they can get shots on the perimeter, open looks, not take everything, don't settle, also look inside, but if those two can really come alive tonight, it could be huge for the Cougars and they could potentially pull off this upset.
We've seen the Cougars be able to score in bunches. Blake Carabio, their leading three-point shooter on the season. The Cougars will look for the upset here at home in the Cougar Den. When we come back, starting lineups and tip-off are right around the corner. Welcome to the campus of South Mountain Community College. A great matchup on hand. Number 1 Pima, led by Brian Peabody, against number 2 South Mountain, led by Corey Huff in his first season at the helm for the Cougars. Tip-off as we are just underway. Devon Pless jumped the gun just a bit. Gets it for the Cougars. Jaden Jones has the first possession for South Mountain.
There were some nerves to start the jump ball there. We're going to see the Cougars kick off the first possession of the game.
Man defense here from Pima. Shadowvine has it far wing. Vasquez pulls it back, guarded by Hunt. Shadowvine long three, in and out, no good. Mendoza secures the rebound.
Mendoza with a big rebound there, and notably has way more height than anybody else on the floor. He's going to be huge tonight for the Aztecs.
South Mountain goes with Shadowvine as that three-pointer's off the mark. Edie the rebound. Shadowvine, Jones, Vasquez. 19 points in the Cougars' last outing against Phoenix. Pless and Dylan Edie round out the starting 5 for South Mountain. Blake Carabio, leading scorer for the Cougars, on the bench to start. Coach Hoff going for some size. Shadowvine will shoot 3 free throws here to get us started. Starting lineup for Pima: Isaiah Hill, guard from Tucson; Rowan McKenzie; Isaac Johnson, 17.5 points per game; Brock Mendoza down low, joined by Mason Hunt as Shadowvine in and out on his first free throw.
That's a tough first miss, and based on the closeout and contact there, expect a very physical game in this one.
Both squads know what's on the line here. Shadowvine good on his second free throw out of 3. Cougars get the scoring started first. They lead 1-0 here in South Mountain.
And Harry, keep your eye on number 11, Isaac Johnson for Pima. I don't want to just say he's the only reason they're 27-0. Obviously the whole team has talent, but this guy is a high flyer. And somebody, pre-game warm-ups, we were getting all our oohs and ahs out. This guy was doing crazy dunks.
Johnson was flying to the rim, a sophomore from Oakland. A big reason why Pima undefeated through 27 games. As Hill working right. Backdoor cut, Johnson, layup is good. Great pass there, Hill to Johnson.
And there it is, the first bucket of the game. Beautiful cut and drive inside for Johnson. If Cougars allow that all night, it could be a big storm ahead for them.
Shadowvine dribble handoff, finds Vasquez. Double screen coming. Quith has entered the game. Pull up 3, short. Jones the rebound. Shadowvine an open 3, short again. Mendoza the rebound.
Big missed opportunity there for South Mountain. Capitalizing on the offensive board. Aztecs are going to look to recover on possession.
Johnson smothered by Jones. Jones, one of the best defenders for the Cougars. That three-pointer, an air ball. Jones first one on the deck. Mendoza picks it up. Mendoza looking to pass. Back up top, Isaiah Hill. 5 to shoot. Hill's got to go. Hill. Pull up 3, no good. Jones picks up the rebound.
Wow. Hill created a great shot out of that one. Didn't have much space there. Still found a way to get a shot off. That one unfortunately doesn't fall.
Shadowvine spins in the lane, kicks it out. Vasquez dribble drive right, goes right into the body of Mendoza, gets the layup to go.
Vasquez showing no fear. That's the way to do it, young man. Get into the paint.
Vasquez working his game from the inside out. 4-2 early Cougar lead. Hill tries to turn the corner. Backdoor cut again. Johnson down low.
Johnson 2 for 2. How pretty is that, Harry?
Cougars playing aggressive defense. Aztecs taking advantage here through the first 3 minutes. Jones has it on the perimeter, finds Queth. Vasquez back screen for Queth, comes and gets it. Hill, good defense on Vasquez.
Vasquez looking for something, having trouble.
Pless working on Johnson, spins left, puts it up, gets it to go with 1 on the shot clock. Great move there, Devon Pless.
What a tough shot. A little old school, little hook there. I like to see that.
Great defense here by Jones. Pless stepped in front of Johnson, and it's a block. Late call there. The opposite side ref makes the call.
I actually thought Jones was set on that one. I think if you go back, the way he was squared in the paint, I mean, Johnson is so athletic. You're going to have to do that every single time he drives.
Johnson, leading scorer for the Aztecs with a quick 4, has a chance to make it 6 as he hits the first free throw.
Reminder, folks, Johnson has not missed a shot technically yet this game. He has been this whole Aztecs team for the first 4 minutes, and Harry, he's already looking quite scary.
As advertised, Johnson has a chance to tie us up here at 6.
What a treat. The number one and number 2 teams battling it out.
A treat indeed. Johnson misses his second free throw. It's a 6-5 Cougar lead. 16-10 left, first half of action. Shadowvine almost lost it. Fiegels picks him up. Pless sets the screen. Samaje James in the corner, inside to Pless. Pless, turnaround J, no good, rimmed out.
Great defense. Fiegels, so athletic. We were talking pregame. The long jumper, turned and focused basketball player. He was so big for Notre Dame Prep in high school. And now he's going to look to create inside.
Fiegels kicks it near side. Hunt rises, no good. Plus the rebound. Noah, early on here, we've seen the Cougars throw a few different bodies on Johnson. What do they need to do to slow him down?
There's not much you can do, but I think just trying to contain the perimeter, don't give him space, make sure you're switching on screens. A lot of communication is going to be key, Harry.
Vasquez, step back jumper, off glass is good. Smooth attack from Travis Vasquez.
That shot is textbook. I'll tell you right now, you cannot hit that unless you're practicing at least 500 shots a day, and Fiegels gets his first one to go.
Right on cue, Will Fiegels, freshman from Phoenix, rises and hits his first three-point shot of the night.
Reminder, Fiegels decided to decommit from the Oregon Ducks, the top-ranked long-jumping program in the country, and he's been absolutely phenomenal this season as a freshman for the Aztecs.
Vasquez works on Fiegels, spins back, gets inside, can't finish the left-hand layup. He's fouled.
I thought it was great defense by Fiegels, but we're seeing a really physical one early.
As we reach the media timeout, we are all tied up here, 8 apiece, 14:29 left in the first half of play. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to South Mountain. All tied up here at 8. Early action. It'll be South Mountain ball on the baseline. Mason Tippett has checked in for Pima. Vasquez will initiate the offense for South Mountain.
And finally we see Samad James. Woo, James breaking him down.
James, the pump fake, gets his guy in the air. Easy finish for Samaje James.
I almost had to slap myself there. I thought it was Hakeem Olajuwon. Fiegels knocks down another three from beyond the arc.
We got a sharpshooter on our hands, Noah, in that corner, right in front of Coach Hoff.
My goodness. Vasquez breaking him down. This game is so back and forth.
Jones finds Escalante. Blake Carabio just entered the game, leading scorer for the Cougars. Vasquez poked away by Hill. Loose ball. Tippett has it, and he finds Hill. Hill brings it across the timeline. Cross-court pass. Fiegels again in the corner. No good. Escalante can't grab it. Hill drives inside. Left-hand reverse layup. No good. Tippett the rebound.
Seen a lot of tough moves inside right now, Harry. A lot of great basketball. Getting to the hoop, trying to absorb contact. That one doesn't fall for Hill, but he had a great look at it.
Fiegels wanted that one. Drives inside right hand. Scoop layup is good. 4 on the shot clock. Aztecs able to score late.
Boy, has Fiegels been good off the bench. 2 threes, and now we got that layup dumped inside. You can see the way he rises up. His natural athletic ability is carrying Pima right now.
It's almost as if he knew we mentioned him in the pregame, Noah. Escalante baseline drive. Kicks it out. James Carabio pump fake. 1 dribble drive. Jones had it. 5 to shoot. Carabio drives inside. Right hand layup. No good. Fiegels had it. Samaje James takes it away. He finishes. Samaje James too strong inside.
I mean, what can you do there? 6'2", 262 pounds of pure force.
Samaje James, a unique recruiting story. Coach Hoff told me Samaje found South Mountain. Escalante pokes it away. It'll remain Pima ball as Johnson and Tavion Famutimi Brown will check back in. Brown, the 6'3" guard from Toronto, Canada, will inbound for the Aztecs.
Yeah, great job by South Mountain on that last play, applying pressure. Huge steal by James.
James going to go all the way inside. Blocked by Fiegels. Fiegels is everywhere right now. Fatumi Brown lost it out of bounds. It'll be South Mountain ball. But both of these squads putting their all into this one.
Completely airborne, Harry. I thought that was a LeBron James chase down block. My goodness.
Approaching 12 minutes left in the first half. 13-12 Pima lead as Escalante brings it across for the Cougars. Driving right, gets all the way inside. Layup is good. And Coach Peabody will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. Will be the media timeout here. 11:53 first half. 14-13 Cougar lead. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Cougars with a 14-13 lead early in this first half.
Surprising to see Will Fiegels being taken out. He's been so huge on both sides of the ball. But the Aztecs clearly going to let him rest as Hill rises up for that jumper. No good.
Pless had the rebound knocked away. Hill finds Graham. Graham inside is fouled on the layup. He'll shoot a pair. But with Fiegels on the bench, Noah, what does South Mountain have to take advantage of to grow their lead?
Well, clearly I was going to say an absence of athleticism, but you still have Johnson. They're just going to have to get more shots. Just play their game. Be aggressive. South Mountain is one of those teams on defense that will stay in your face. If they can play up on defenders, they're going to limit the ability of those guys being able to get to the hoop.
Mendoza replaces Tippett down low for the Aztecs as Graham made the first. And he makes the second, 15-14. Aztec lead. Dylan Eady comes in to replace Samaje James. James doesn't start, but he plays huge minutes for the Cougars. Plus inbounds, poked away, but a foul is called on Isaiah Hill.
I mean, James is built like a Tesla Cybertruck. He'll run right through you.
James could play middle linebacker for the Cardinals if they need him, but for now he's playing down low for the Cougars, and he's playing pretty effective.
No
as
doubt.
Carabio gets it, double team comes, gets it to Pless ahead to Escalante, and the Cougars will slow it down momentarily.
Boy, how quick was that recovery by Graham? Clearly, the Aztecs letting a lot of athleticism show on display right now.
Escalante spins, puts it up, no good.
Great defense by Graham as he gets out on the transition side on offense.
McKenzie now finds Mendoza to Johnson. Isaac Johnson scored the first 6 for the Aztecs, hasn't scored since. Graham baseline drive, reverse layup is good. Got to his spot. Escalante and Graham already going at it.
Woo, that was sneaky. We've seen a few of those layups by the Aztecs tonight.
Plus double teamed. Escalante gets it on the opposite side. Backs it out. Inside to Pless. Pless one dribble inside, fouled by Mendoza. All over him. A physical game on hand early here, Noah.
Definitely. I would not want to be in the middle of Mendoza and Johnson. Two very explosive and tough guys to be in the paint fighting over the ball for.
South Mountain will look for an inbound play here to get a good shot. Pless looking for anyone. Gets it over the top to Shadowvine. To Jones. Corner 3, Carabio is good. Ties us up at 17 apiece.
Exactly what South Mountain's going to need. Carabio, their guy. He's been leading all season long. He's been a little bit quiet. And finally, and first it's taken 10 minutes, but now we can see Carabio do his thing, get set up for some good quality shots.
Isaiah Hill uses Mendoza's screen. It's an illegal screen going the other way.
Cougars playing crafty. They're going to need those charges all night. Do not let Pima get inside the paint. They've already had so many shots on layups or quick turnaround jumpers from inside. So really we're going to have to see just the Cougars keep up this defense.
2 quick fouls on Mendoza. Forces him out of the game. James will come replace Edie. The chess game already on display. Coach Hoff knows Pima has 5 early fouls. He'll put in James to put in some work down low. 9:50 left, first half. Shadowvine patiently attacking against McKenzie. James comes out to set the screen. Shadowvine gets the switch. Shadowvine drives left. Jones baseline drive. Finds Pless. Pless fading away, gets the jumper to go.
What a tough shot. Pless coming up in the clutch and not backing down as Johnson's going to lose that one.
Johnson lost control inside. Shadowvine spins on Graham, puts it up, puts it in.
Are you kidding me, Harry? The skill that you have to possess at only 6 foot, 170 pounds to let that one to go? Unbelievable.
James pokes it away, relentless defense. Graham guarded by Pless. Pless fights through the screen. Graham all the way inside. Johnson!
Are you kidding me? Johnson!
And one on the alley-oop. Kisses it off the glass.
The chemistry connects. The play, Graham to Johnson, I could watch that all night.
Johnson, a 6'7" sophomore, jumps out of the gym.
And boy, has he made a leap.
Averages over 17 points per game, over 6 rebounds per game. He's already at 8 points. Make it 9.
And you know what? This might be irrelevant, but I love those Ja Morant shoes that he's rocking with the aloe socks. Fresh kicks will only make you play better.
It's tough. Carabio has it near side. Gets it across. Now the Cougars will slow it down. Travis Vasquez has been on the bench for a lot of this first half. He's played a big role in the Cougars' success. Carabio flashes elbow, pull-up jumper is good. Catch and shoot.
There it is, Carabio getting to his bread and butter. If they can keep up all night, get the ball to Carabio, Pima could be in trouble. Graham, so crafty.
Graham gets inside. Escalante, such an aggressive defender. Graham gets him up in the air, makes it an easy layup.
And Graham, so good on offense and dynamic with his athleticism, but defensively, the way he moves his feet, is fantastic. As everyone's calling for a travel in this arena, Carabio goes down.
Hill brings it up. Fiegels for 3 is good!
Third one of the night. Fiegels might have turned into Ray Allen. He's locked in.
Will Fiegels is on the money here in South Mountain.
It's worth noting, Fiegels has only missed 1 shot tonight. 4 of 5. Super impressive within these first 13 minutes of action.
Shadowvine guarded by Fiegels. Hill helping out Jones. Dribble drive left. Pump fake. Kicks it out. Shadowvine for 3. No good. James the rebound.
Huge rebound
James
inside by
finds
James.
Jones. Shadowvine drives inside. Left hand layup no good, but he gets the foul. Cougars trail 25-23. 7:13 left. First half action. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Cougar basketball. Harry Kaseff on hand with Noah Podolsky. Noah, what have you seen through this first half of play?
Well, for both teams, it's been impressive. It hasn't been the starters, it's really been the bench. If you look at South Mountain, Samaje James is gathering every single rebound offensively and defensively. He has 6.7 rebounds on average for the season. And Will Fiegels getting it done for the Aztecs. 4 for 5, 3 for 4 beyond the arc. He's been killing it all night and lighting it up.
Vasquez re-enters the game. He'll guard Fiegels, forces a missed shot. Samaje James in transition, leading the Cougar charge. He'll find Vasquez. Vasquez guarded by Mason Hunt. He'll pull it back. Samaje James asking for it down low. He has the mismatch on Graham. Cross-court pass, Shadowvine for 3. Off the mark, out of bounds to Pima. Shadowvine has gone open threes. What do you see about his game? What does he need to do to start putting some in the bucket?
Well, he's dangerous. eventually it's going to start falling. So the Aztecs just have to continue to contain him as well as they can from beyond the arc. Don't let him get inside either, because he finishes real nice with that left hand.
Little full court press here from South Mountain. Johnson and Hill work it across for Pima.
Johnson calling for the ball.
Graham has it far corner, guarded by James. He spins, gets inside. Johnson, the cutter, he's fouled. Johnson just has this innate ability to get to the rim when one of his teammates can find him, and it just makes him so effective, the ability to play above the rim.
Well, him and Graham have been connecting all night. Graham makes it so easy the way he pivots, waits for the right opportunity to strike, and Johnson is always going to be on the loose. It reminds me of Stephen Curry, how he's always running around the basketball court. You can't keep up, and Johnson is just one of those guys, doesn't run out of gas.
Graham, another guy who has not started this game but playing a huge impact. 6'2" freshman from Tucson, as Vasquez pulls down that rebound, averages 6 assists a game, as the Cougars are looking for some offensive rhythm. Vasquez finds Shadowvine, left hand dribble drive, tosses it right to Johnson. Here comes Pima in transition.
There it is, Harry, that breakup we were talking about. Gotta contain Hill some way, somehow.
Graham three-pointer off the mark, James the rebound. Cougars will look to push the pace in transition off of a steal, but they will set up their offense happily here. Vasquez finds Shadowvine, far wing.
I love how patient Vasquez is when he brings up the ball.
Vasquez pump fake, dribble in, pulls up, and gets it to go.
There it is. First, gives it to Shadowvine, gets it right back, collects himself. Johnson, are you kidding me?
Lightning quick in transition come the Aztecs.
With authority. Johnson wasting no time.
Cougars got to get back on a made bucket. James picked up by Johnson, makes his move, gets inside, puts it down low, puts it up, and gets the foul.
I was actually surprised. I didn't think that was a foul there. Johnson playing off a lot of adrenaline right now. How quick was he getting to the basket and the slam?
Samaje James there draws the foul, puts the Cougars in the bonus, puts the ball really far down low when he drives, almost trying to draw that foul on the way up, and he gets it done, and he makes the free throw. Cougars, as a team, shoot only 66% from the free throw stripe. That number's got to be higher if they want to take down number 1 undefeated Pima, as Mendoza has checked back in with 2 fouls.
And it's going to start with Samaje James, the redshirt freshman from Inglewood, California. He's been huge for South Mountain all season. South Mountain. And we'd like to see what he can continue to do as he.
James checks out, replaced by Queth. McKenzie and Graham break the press for the Aztecs.
It's absolutely electric right now in this arena, Harry.
1-3-1 zone here for the Cougars. McKenzie for 3 from straight on. The Pima fans are loving it. They've made the 2-hour drive to South Mountain, and the Aztecs with a 31-28 lead.
We haven't seen one team pull away yet. It's been neck and neck all game.
Back and forth we go. Escalante inside to Queth, guarded by Mendoza, kicks out Pless, guarded by Graham, 9 to shoot. Pless picked up his dribble.
There's that defense
gets
from Graham.
It to Shadowvine. Shadowvine puts it up, almost got it to go. Out of bounds off Queth. It'll be Aztec ball.
Shadowvine has been having a little bit of difficulty finishing in the last 10 minutes of this first half. I'd like to see him start trying to get his shot going more.
Hunt kicks to McKenzie. McKenzie baseline drive. Mendoza looking to pass. Graham dribbles it out. Graham for Mendoza so over the top. Intercepted by Vasquez. And the Cougars will slow it down. Great communication there. Great anticipation by Vasquez. Vasquez dribbles right, gets it into Pless. Vasquez sets a screen, he'll pop. Pless picks it up. Escalante with 7 to shoot. Escalante crossover, rises, can't hit. Mendoza the rebound.
Huge rebound secured by Mendoza. Having a little bit of trouble getting back on offense. But if he can play his part and just dominate grabbing rebounds, South Mountain's just going to fall behind.
South Mountain commits their 5th foul of the first half. 3:11 to go. 31-28. Pima lead. We'll be right back with the rest of the first half. Welcome back to South Mountain. We have a 1 versus 2 matchup on hand. Pima with a 31-28 lead, undefeated on the season.
And last game, South Mountain barely loses by 1 point. Expect another close one.
Hill has it, shot clock reset to 20. Guarded by Shadowvine. Graham picks up the blocking foul on Mangajas, who just entered the game for the Cougars.
Graham's ability to create offense for his team, stay composed while dribbling, is so impressive. I think it's one of the sneaky things that go unnoticed, but this is going to be someone who has a very long basketball career, Harry.
Graham gets Mangajas behind him, puts up the floater, gets it to go.
And there it is, Graham.
5-point lead for the Aztecs, their largest lead of the game, as Vasquez patiently brings it up for the Cougars.
Guarded by Hill.
Working on Hill. Pless will come set the screen. Goes right. Vasquez spins off of him, puts it up, can't finish. Mendoza the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shot you got to make. Vasquez created a ton of separation. Very impressive turnaround jumper. Couldn't convert on that one.
Graham picked up by Mangajas. Kicks it to Hill. Hill puts up the floater, gets it to go into the body of Pless.
Wow. Hill showing no fear when driving to the hoop.
Shadowvine will initiate the offense. Pless has it, elbow extended. Edie finds Vasquez. Shadowvine comes off a screen, picked up by Johnson. Vasquez will do it himself. Spins, kicks it, Edie, corner 3, in and out, no good.
That's a tough shot, and if Shadow Mountain is going to force shots like that, it's going to be a long night. Cannot let Pima get ahead here. They've already got up a stretch of 7 and have taken advantage in the last 5 minutes in this first half.
McKenzie for 3, no good. In and out. Would have pushed the lead to double digits as we approach 1 minute left to play here, first half. Pless guarded by Mendoza, goes right around him, goes into his body, blocked by Johnson. Here comes McKenzie up to Graham, into the body, blocked by Edie, but he picks up the foul.
Oh, whoa, Johnson getting a little upset. cannot lose his cool, comes up with a huge block there on the defensive side, and pushes Mangahas. Don't want to see a fight break out.
Graham will shoot a pair here. 53 seconds left. First half. Hits the first. Graham, just an all-around great player, offense and defense. He's taking away open shots from the Cougars, and on offense, he's creating a lot of shots for his fellow Aztecs.
Yeah, Graham is absolutely killing it tonight. Such a sneaky role player, but does everything at the same time.
Misses the second. It's an 8-point game. Edie threw it right to Johnson. Johnson saves it to Graham.
How about the
McKenzie for three. Coach Hoff not pleased with the effort. 39-28. It's an 8-point run for the Aztecs.
Yeah, Hoff's getting real frustrated as McKenzie knocks down a key three there to allow the Aztecs to go up 11.
20 on the shot clock, 25 seconds on the game clock. Vasquez guarded by Graham. To James. James dribble drive. Knocked away by Graham. McKenzie going the other way.
How about the
12
defense
to
from
play.
Graham? Pima.
10 left. Hill will set up the offense. Turns down the screen. Kicks it. Offensive foul on Hill. Had Graham open in the corner for three. 3 seconds left. Cougars will have it on the baseline, trailing by 11. James will inbound. Aztecs will pick up full court.
We'll see the final shot that they can create. Not a lot of time.
James finds Vasquez, 3 dribbles. Vasquez puts it up at half, no good. The Aztecs end the first half on an 8-0 run. They open up an 11-point lead, 39-28 at the break. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Harry Kaseff alongside Noah Podolsky. Just over a minute before this second half gets started, the Aztecs from Pima jumped out to a 39-28 lead through that first half, but a majority of that first half it was back and forth. No team led by more than 5. The Aztecs go on that 8-point run at the end to open up the 11-point lead. Noah, what do the Cougars need to do to get back in this one?
Well, Harry, it's all going to start on defense. We have to see the Cougars create turnovers. When's the last time we saw a steal in the first half? They're going to have to find a way to limit shots for the Aztecs, that athleticism that's absolutely killing them, and then on offense, find a way to get the right shot.
Cougars have their work cut out for them. Leading scorers in this game, 11 for Isaac Johnson, 11 for Will Fiegels. Leading scorer for the Cougars, Travis Vasquez and Samaje James with 6 each. The Cougars will start with the same 5 they started the game with. As we are underway, Isaac Johnson finds Isaiah Hill, and McKenzie has it on the perimeter. Aggressive defense so far from the Cougars in their 2-3 zone.
Exactly what South Mountain's going to need in order to thrive and get back in this game.
That three-pointer, no good. Vasquez secures the rebound. We've already seen the Cougars go to a zone here. What do they need to do on offense to be able to score in the half court?
Well, they're shooting 40.7% to Pima's 56%. Offensively, Shadow Mountain needs to find the right guy inside. They got a lot of good shots in the first half from perimeter. But just like there on that drive, it's not going to fall. Huge putback. Get in the paint. Score at will. That's what they're going to need. And do not let Pima run off with this lead.
Dylan Eady with a key offensive rebound there. Gets the scoring started in the second half as the Cougars go back to man-to-man defense. Holt left alone for 3. It's short. 0 for 2 from 22 to start this second half.
Gotta say, I'm a bit surprised Will Fiegels is not going to start right away for the Aztecs. Came off the bench to start the game, but made an immediate impact. 4 for 6, 11 points. He's having a night.
Vasquez gets all the way to the cup, and he finishes. 4 quick Cougar points. McKenzie for 3, in and out, no good. Jones the rebound.
A rare McKenzie miss. He's been lighting it up as well. 6 points.
Mendoza's 3rd personal here just over a minute and a half into the second half. Something to watch, 21 in blue.
Yeah, if Shadow Mountain can get Mendoza in some serious foul trouble, it's going to eliminate the height, create a lot more opportunities inside the paint.
Vasquez hits the three-pointer. Pless picks up Holt, kicks it out to Johnson. Hill has it on the perimeter. Mendoza rolls on the screen. Holt working on Eady now. Spin move, dribble jumper is good. Good start for Holt. He missed those 2 early threes. Able to get one to go.
Get the fresh legs in and starting to come alive. Really going to be a problem for the Cougars. But starting to level out this game a little bit.
Shadowvine looking for Vasquez. He'll go left on McKenzie. Blocked by Mendoza.
Pretty effortless there by the big man, Mendoza. Doesn't matter if he's going to be in foul trouble. He's making an impact right now, Harry.
You got 6'11" going up against 5'8" there. Shadowvine versus Mendoza. Shadowvine 7 to shoot. Gets to his spot, rises. Can't hit. Mendoza the rebound.
Great rebound by Mendoza there. Shadowvine struggled a bit in the first half. He's still looking to find his rhythm.
Mendoza almost threw it away. Hunt, loose ball. Jones has it. Jump ball. Cougar basketball.
Huge play for the Cougars. We'll see if they can capitalize off this next possession.
17:04 as Jerron Graham checks in for Mendoza. for the Aztecs. Samaje James will check in for Dylan Eady. Mason Hunt will pick him up, and he has his work cut out for him after a strong first half performance from the redshirt sophomore from Inglewood.
Yeah, that's
West
right.
has it inside to James. James dribbles it out. Jones back to Pless for three. Short.
Boy,
Hill the
Johnson
rebound.
came up high on that one. The defense is smothering.
Hill thought about it, kicks it to Graham. Graham to Johnson. Johnson, baseline drive, finds McKenzie, taken away by Vasquez. 3-on-2 come the Cougars. Shadowvine pulls it back, guarded by Graham.
Way to reset the play. Johnson was a rare turnover on that last possession.
Shadowvine picked up by McKenzie. A lot of dribbling here. Gets inside, left-hand scoop layup, no good.
Unbelievable defense by McKenzie as we see Johnson.
Johnson up ahead. Mendoza's on the court. He's got to be careful.
Hard fall taken there.
Vasquez with the take foul, not letting Isaac Johnson with a free run way for a dunk. Flagrant foul on Travis Vasquez sends Johnson to the line.
Yeah, that's not the guy that you want to committing fouls for your team. Vasquez is really the guy who's been scoring all night. Has to keep his composure.
Johnson missed the first, makes the second. 42-35 game. Cougars score the first 7 points of the half, followed by a 3-point run by the Aztecs. 16:08 left to play. Johnson will inbound.
A real tough flagrant taken there. I personally didn't think that deserved it, but wow, another turnover by Johnson. His second in the second half.
Plus pulled the chair out from underneath Johnson. Causes the travel. Aztecs pick up full court. James will get it ahead easily for the Cougars.
I want to see Pless do something here. He's got such a great shot. Harry, we were talking before the game. He reminds us a lot of Kevin Durant.
Carabio
creates his own
fell.
shot.
Carabio fell. It'll be a jump ball going to the Aztecs, who hold on to a 45-32 lead at the first media break of the second half. 15:46 to go. Welcome back to South Mountain. 42-35 lead for Pima in a defensive start to this second half. Noah, what have you seen from both sides defensively?
Yeah, it's been a great effort by South Mountain to get back in this game. They've answered with 7 so far. As Aztecs, huge three there by McKenzie.
Drive and kick, Hill to McKenzie, just like Coach Peabody drew it up. Vasquez will look to answer for the Cougars.
The Aztecs needed that one desperately. Had only scored 3 points in the first 5 minutes as Vasquez knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Right on cue, Travis Vasquez answers.
Uh-oh, they got Graham back in the game.
Hunt spins on James. Jumper is short. Carabio picks up the loose ball foul. Undisciplined from the Cougars' leading scorer. 20 on the shot clock. Hill will inbound. Much smaller defensive unit here for the Cougars than what they started the game with. Johnson guarded by Pless.
How good
Finds
has he
Hill
been
in the
tonight?
corner for three. No good. Vasquez can't squeeze it, but McKenzie picks up the loose ball foul. 2 fouls apiece on each team.
And Pima visibly rattled a bit. McKenzie getting frustrated. Johnson, we saw him that last media timeout. Now he's coming off the bench. So McKenzie and Johnson are going to have to collect themselves a bit. South Mountain doing a great job applying pressure in the second half.
Fiegels and Mendoza replace them for the Aztecs. Fiegels a game-high 11 first-half points. Mendoza with those 3 fouls. Vasquez has it far wing, dancing on Hunt. Gets to his spot, kicks it to James, back to Vasquez.
Uh-oh.
Vasquez taking his time, playing with his food.
Don't let him break you down.
Vasquez spins on Hunt, gets inside, can't finish. Mendoza the rebound.
Great defense by Pima. And a
Hill
tremendous
brings
effort
it up,
by
cross-court
Vasquez.
pass Graham. Graham gets inside, scoop layup is good. No rim protector for the Cougars.
So smooth, rising up and getting to exactly where they want to be.
Vasquez now guarded by Hill. Right-hand dribble drive, pulls it back. Carabio, long three-pointer, in and out. James goes up high for the rebound.
Huge board by James.
Backs it out to Jones. Back to James, guarded by Fiegels. James with the size advantage, backs him down.
Uh-oh.
Cross-court pass right to Graham.
Graham, he's been all over the floor all night.
Graham finds Hunt. A long three, in and out, no good. Pless bodies out Mendoza for the rebound.
Got to respect the confidence, but I'm not sure that was the exact shot there. Graham is so good the way he's actively playing defense. Huge steal on that last possession.
Mendoza picks up his 4th. Over-aggressive. 15 feet away from the rim. Coach Peabody beside himself.
Yeah,
Mendoza will have to sit for a good chunk of the second half now. Cougars have to take advantage.
Huge loss there for the Aztecs. South Mountain probably going to play through James a lot now that Mendoza is not inside. And the ball's kicked out. Shadowvine, why not? 6-point game.
Ayer Shadowvine hits the 3, cuts the lead down to 6 as we reach immediate timeout. 47-41 ball game. Cougars climbing back into this one. Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Cougars have made a 5-point dent in the 11-point halftime lead. The Aztecs held it 47-41. Cougars finding offense here in the second half. Noah, what have they done to claw themselves back into this one?
Finally a sigh of relief from Shadow Mountain as Pima's going to turn it over. The first half, it was the Aztecs raining threes all game. Now, South Mountain finally coming alive, knocking threes down, and it's all starting from getting the ball in the paint, not getting the right shot, kicking it out, and getting the play done.
Carabio rises a long three, is way short. Hunt grabs the rebound. 12:40 left to play here in South Mountain. Hill guarded by Shadowvine. Kicks it to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive. Gives it back to Hill. 13 to shoot.
Can't give Hill too much space as he finds Johnson.
Back up Hunt. Another three. Off the mark. Carabio squeezes the rebound. Shadowvine brings it ahead for the Cougars.
It's evident, Harry, that Mason Hunt is struggling from beyond the arc. He's now put up 3 in the second half and hasn't gotten any to fall so far.
Shadowvine finds Carabio. Carabio inside to Jones, gets his guy in the air. Gets the late foul call, 7 on the shot clock. As we reach the under 12 media timeout, 11:55 to go. Score remains 47-41. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to South Mountain Cougar basketball. Cougars trailed by 6, just under 12 left. Jaden Jones at the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Jones has been a little quiet this game. I'd like to see him start to come alive for the Cougars as they have really started asserting themselves back into this second half.
Jones, the leading rebounder for the Cougars, goes 1 for 2, cuts the lead down to 5.
Fiegels with a big board there. It's no surprise that he can get up and jump for that one.
Fiegels works it back to Hill. Hill guarded by Jones. Kicks it to Hunt. Extra pass. Fiegels for 3. Too strong. Pless tips the rebound to himself.
Rare miss. Was so good in the first half, 4 for 6. I wouldn't be worried. He's gonna still find a rhythm, but South Mountain can only contain as much as they can.
James to Carabio for 3. It's a 2-point game just like that.
They're back in it, Harry.
Graham left alone.
Wow, surprised he didn't take that one.
Now Shadowvine picks him up. Jones picks up Hill. Miscommunication all the way to the cup. Easy layup for the Aztecs.
Hill clearly going downhill and was not going to be stopped. South Mountain cannot let the Aztecs creep another lead.
Shadowvine finds Pless trying to get it into James. James sets the screen. Get the switch they wanted. Jones threw it too early. Graham pokes it away. Hill working on Jones, gets right by him. Shifty move, gets the left-hand runner to go.
What a pretty finish. Second bucket now from Hill. He's clearly showing his abilities and everything that Pima's not going to give up this lead that easy.
The Aztecs have started their runs on the defensive end as Pless gets it to go over Fiegels. Gets the lead back down to 4. Hill picked up by Jones. Johnson guarded by Pless. Fiegels, baseline drive. Fouled by Carabio, down low. It'll be Aztec ball on the baseline.
Yeah, Fiegels just caught up in that one. Clearly a lot of physicality coming out from the Cougars right now. Great defense, the way they're moving their feet, keeping their hands up high. They continue this. I mean, they could easily take a lead quickly.
McKenzie comes in to replace Fiegels. Hill will inbound. Screen set for Johnson. Foul is called on Samaje James.
And Harry, do you notice that Johnson has been real quiet in the second half? I don't know what the word was by Coach Hoff for South Mountain in that locker room, but we haven't seen Johnson touch the ball much.
Making Johnson pass before he shoots. Graham picks up that air ball. Hunt, one dribble jumper is good. Just too easy for the Aztecs.
Finally, Hunt getting to his shot. The three's not falling? Okay, I'll step in. Mid-range, good.
Cougars are spending a lot of time to get into their offensive sets. Jones baseline drive, gets all the way inside, fouled by Hill. Jones will shoot another pair. How important is it, Noah, that the Cougars convert these opportunities at the free throw line?
I'll say this, Jones should have even just made that layup. It was tough, the contact, but you're right, Harry. They're going to need to connect on every single free throw. Crucial. I mean, Pima is playing aggressively. They have all game. You've got players like Deron Graham, Will Fiegels, so good defensively. So if they can find ways to absorb contact, get to the line, they're going to have to knock it down.
Mendoza re-enters the game with those 4 fouls in the middle of your screen. To the right of Devon Pless down low. Jones short on the second. McKenzie picks up the rebound. Coach Hoff not pleased. Jones goes 2 for 4 from the line in the past couple minutes.
Unfortunate miss there, but the Cougars have been playing great defense. Hopefully able to secure another stop.
Shadowvine picking up the ball pressure. McKenzie for 3, in and out. Carabio goes up high for the rebound.
Wow, impressive separation there by McKenzie. A sharp shooter, and has been lighting it up all night with three-pointers. That one doesn't fall. Shadowvine going to look to reset the offense for South Mountain.
With this lineup on the court for South Mountain, you got to think they're looking for Carabio from deep. Shadowvine left-hand dribble drive. He's fouled by McKenzie. That'll be the 6th team foul on Pima. Next team foul, Cougars are in the bonus. They'll shoot free throws, but they've got to convert.
Converting is crucial. It's quite surprising, honestly, that Mendoza's in with 4 fouls. Got to be really careful now.
Vasquez.
What a steal by McKenzie. Coming out of nowhere.
Vasquez has to attack that into Mendoza. Instead, he tries to pass. Intercepted by McKenzie. Right-hand dribble drive. Pulls it out to Mendoza. Dribble handoff to Graham. Picked up by Vasquez. Over the top to Hunt. Man up top by Pless.
Denied, not today.
Rejected jump ball going to the Cougars. 7:58 to go. 53-48. Pima lead. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to South Mountain basketball. Pima up 5, just under 8 minutes to go, and they'll apply their full court press. Noah, 8 minutes to go. What do the Cougars need to do to come out on top?
We're going to have to see scoring at will. I want to see Shadowvine giving it everything he's got. Vasquez giving it to your guys that you know can deliver. A turnover there is not going to cut it.
Shadowvine throws it out of bounds. Carabio trying to go back door, but Pima is jumping every screen here, switching everything. Going to make it hard for the Cougars to spring one of these shooters open as Graham controls the offense for Pima. Finds Hunt, trying to get it inside to Mendoza, poked away by Edie. It'll stay down here. Great effort, though, on the defensive end.
Definitely. The momentum is with South Mountain right now. Every minute that they can try to contain Mendoza is huge.
Graham will initiate into Mendoza, right back to Graham. Graham spins on Shadowvine, gets inside, out to Hunt. McKenzie finds Graham, covered by Shadowvine, gets it inside. Right-hand layup is good.
Are you kidding me, Harry? How good has Deron Graham been all game? Finding a will, some way, somehow. Unbelievable finish.
Graham and Fiegels off the bench. Big impact for Pima. Vasquez going at Hunt. Kicks it out, Shadowvine. Turns it down, Edie. Kicks out Pless. And that's his 5th.
Wow.
5th foul on Brock Mendoza is going to send Devon Pless to the line for a 1-and-1. Mendoza fouls out. 6:49 on the clock. Pima up 7. Keep that in mind. They will be without him the rest of the way.
It's a rough loss for the Aztecs. Mendoza knew it right away. Can't jump. Caught in that one. Plus with some big free throws.
Coach Hoff makes the chest move, puts Samaje James back in. They're going to take advantage of this smaller Pima lineup down low. Pless's first free throw is good. Off the front rim. The shooter's touch gets it to go.
Uh-oh. 6:49 left. We're going to enter crunch time soon, and it's going to get serious.
Pless looking to go 2 for 2 at the line. And he does. It's a 5-point game. And the Cougars, you can start to feel it, Noah. They're starting to get some momentum.
The momentum is huge, and it's on their side right now. But you got to contain guys like Johnson and Graham.
Hunt answers right back with the 3.
Hunt finally being the answer that they needed. Struggled a bit in the first 10 minutes. And these last 10, he's been lighting them up.
Vasquez trying to get the offense started. Picked up his dribble. Finds James. Back to Vasquez. 14 to shoot. Dribble handoff Vasquez. Goes left. Pulls it back. Vasquez picks up his dribble. Finds Pless. Rises for 3. No good. Graham the rebound.
Graham, only a freshman. 6'2", 190 pounds. Going to pass that one out. Hunt, another 3. That one no good. Fiegels tries to recover.
Graham saves it to Hill. Shot clock at 18. Hill gonna take a screen from Hunt. Turns it down, gets all the way inside. Floater is good off the glass.
Right over Semjay James. So tough. Hill really impressive in this second half.
Right when South Mountain starts to climb back in it. Pima extends the lead to 10. Vasquez rises, no good for 3. Quick possession, not what Coach Hoff wants to see. Hill finds Johnson. Johnson, much of a passer in this second half. Had him over the top. They find him down low for the slam.
It's too easy. Rising up for the slam. He's going to get that every time. South Mountain absolutely lost on that one.
Coach Hoff will not take a timeout. He's going to let it ride under 5 to go. Carabio sets the screen. Slips for a three. Shadowvine picks up his dribble. Pless, dribble drive right. Inside, charging foul called on Pless. Might have been a bit of a flop there on Hill.
Yeah, the momentum has completely shifted. It was a 5-point game about a minute ago. Now it's a 12. South Mountain needs to find a way to stop this Aztec team if they're going to find a way to get back into this game.
Cougars have to stop the bleeding before this next media timeout. It'll be our last. Hill picked up full court by Shadowvine.
So shifty.
Finds Graham. Switched onto by Shadowvine. Shadowvine on Johnson.
South Mountain doing a great job.
Escalante pokes it away. Johnson regains. 7 to shoot. Graham got Shadowvine in the air. Floater is good off the glass.
Had him jumping, and Graham is so efficient. The moment he gets an open look, you know it's going to be converted.
Graham also knows he can't get all the way to the cup. Pulls up short. The floater looks effortless off the glass. Jones finds Shadowvine. Elevator screen for Vasquez. Got a piece of Jones. Pless tried to get Johnson up in the air. Gets inside. Gets it to go and the foul. Exactly what the Cougars needed.
How about that, Harry? Plus one more.
When we come back, Devon Pless will shoot a free throw. Pima leads 64-52. We'll be right back with the rest of this one. Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Harry Kaseff alongside Noah Podolsky. In the last couple minutes, Pima has pushed it out to a 12-point advantage. Noah, what have they done?
It's been consistency. They're 27-0 for a reason. The entire gym is quiet right now. I'm the only one talking, but Pless is going to miss this. And Pima's going to continue with a 9-0 run. That's what it is. The way that they've been able to separate leads all season, being in this position. They didn't want it to be a 1-point game again.
Little matchup zone here now for the Cougars. Hill works it in the corner to McKenzie. Back to Hunt. 10 to shoot. Hill breaks down Shadowvine. He touched earth. Pulls up. Free throw line. Jay's good.
It's like Jordan crossing over Iverson. Are you kidding me? Highlight play.
Isaiah Hill made Ayer Shadowvine touch the ground before he rose for the J. Vasquez, elbow jumper, no good. McKenzie gets the rebound. 14-point lead for Pima, and this one looks all but over as it's slipped away from South Mountain.
Look, it's not impossible, but South Mountain can't force shots right now, and they can't afford any turnovers. Huge defensive stop. Carabio with a huge layup there. Going to try to do something for South Mountain.
Escalante on that steal and score for the Cougars. Makes it a 12-point game. They are going to need stops the rest of the way out. Johnson curls the screen, gets inside, left-hand finish, no good, but he gets the foul, and he'll shoot a pair.
And Johnson's been real quiet in the second half, but it hasn't mattered. And as soon as 6'11 Mendoza's gone out, clearly the biggest guy on the floor. Somehow Pima has just scored and truly found an unbreakable rhythm.
Pima, a deep team, as Johnson makes the first. They go 8 or 9 deep with 3 players out, including Drew Hall and Kalen Brown. Johnson misses the second. Vasquez. Cougars are going to need to push, score in a hurry. Vasquez all the way inside. Right-hand layup is good. Full court press. 2:10 left to go.
That's too easy for him.
11-point game.
Vasquez getting caught up there.
Graham working on Vasquez. Up top, Johnson! Raise the roof.
Get up, young fella. That's his 4th dunk tonight.
Escalante inside, gets the floater to go. Coach Hoff takes a timeout. We'll stay right here. 1:44 to go, 69-58. Pima leads. No, the last 2 times these teams have faced off in December, Pima wins right here in South Mountain, 82-61. About a month ago in January in Pima wins 51-50. We currently sit 69-58. Noah, what has been the difference in this 3rd installment of Pima South Mountain?
It's just the energy. The way that Pima came out in the first half, you could see it all night. I'm not saying that South Mountain's been asleep, but the way that Pima's taken advantage on opportunities, utilizing guys like Johnson, Graham, Fiegels, capitalizing on shots, it's been the equalizer. Clearly running away from it for this game. They didn't want to enter another close contest. Been really impressive, and got to give credit to everyone on their team playing hard tonight.
Pima, 2 runs stand out to me. Their run at the end of the first half to open up an 11-point halftime lead, and the 9-0 run they just went on before Pless got the and one. Those 2 runs, the difference in the game.
No doubt, Harry.
Johnson will take it out, full court press for South Mountain. Johnson, Hunt will go deep. Johnson gets it into McKenzie. McKenzie to Hill. Hill, 25 on the shot clock. Escalante going to come with the double, or they're just going to play it out. Hill. Graham has it near half court. Cut off by Escalante. Gets inside Escalante with a hard foul.
And it's guys like Escalante who are so critical for their teams, and unfortunately, we haven't seen much of him tonight.
Escalante's been on the bench with injury. They've been working on his shoulder as Graham will shoot a 1-and-1. And he hits the first. 70-58 lead for Pima.
Got a question. Why put Escalante in right now? It just seems like it's a little too late. Don't risk the injury, but look, Coach Hoff's going to do what he's got to do, and there's no guy that could pose a miracle like Escalante for South Mountain.
Escalante brings a lot on the defensive side as he had that steal and score. Plus working on Hunt. Gets all the way to the dish, and he finishes. 71-60, 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go.
Tough bucket there by Pless.
Hill guarded by Shadowvine. You got to think a double team has to come at some point. Here comes Escalante. Escalante and Vasquez. Escalante gets the foul and the bucket to go. Instant impact, Parker Escalante.
Wait a minute, Harry. Wait a minute. This isn't over. Escalante giving South Mountain a much-needed and one.
71-62, Pima lead. Escalante will shoot 1 free throw with a chance to cut it down to 8. 49 seconds to go. Escalante No good. Johnson the rebound.
Tough miss.
And that'll wrap it up.
And that's been a theme tonight. A lot of missed free throws for South Mountain. They're going to continue to play hard and do what they can, but Pima does a great job staying composed and swinging that ball around.
Vasquez fouls McKenzie, who will shoot a 1-and-1. Jones comes in for Carabio. But the free throws for South Mountain, if they want to be able to compete with a team as consistent as Pima, their 67% free throw shooting on the year has got to improve. Johnson and McKenzie hitting consecutive free throws for the Aztecs.
Completely. Guys like Escalante and Vasquez that are guards, when they get those huge opportunities inside, making a play that's going to constitute another free throw, you've got to be able to knock it down.
Vasquez brings it up, gets it into Shadowvine. Johnson holding Carabio will send him to the line. Not what Coach Peabody wants to see, not what the Pima fans want to see. Carabio will shoot 2. Chance to cut it back under 10.
26 seconds left. Pima just wants to escape and get out of here.
No reason for Pima to be fouling at this point. Carabio can't make the free throw with 26 seconds left. Coach Hoff's team hung with the #1 team in the conference for a good majority of this game, but Pima just able to pull ahead in the last 5 minutes of this half, and they did the same in the first half.
The three-point shooting has been real impressive for the Aztecs all night. The way they've collected themselves through turnovers and sloppy plays, still finding a way to get it done in that 9-0 run, but Hunt taking a tough basket there.
Hunt able to finish above the rim. Escalante goes right at Graham. His layup no good.
How about the one-handed rebound by Hill? Okay.
Hill and Escalante having a few words with each other. Those two have been going back and forth all night. Jones picks up the foul, which will send Hill to the line. Coach Peabody will empty his bench as Tippett and Famutini Brown will check in, as well as Blake Carabio.
South Mountain trying to get their sharpshooters in right now as Escalante checks out.
Smart sub there from Coach Hoff, getting Escalante out of this game before he got into any more trouble, as Hill makes the first. Pima with a 76-63 lead, just 7 seconds left. This one all but over, but both teams playing it down to the wire in what has been a great atmosphere here in the Cougar Den in South Mountain, a packed house on a Wednesday night. Travis Vasquez will bring it up. Last possession for the Cougars. Gets the layup to go.
Great play there by Vasquez, and got to give credit for not giving up. What a game tonight.
Final score from South Mountain, 77-65. Pima goes to 28-0 on the season. South Mountain falls to 23-4. Just their 4th loss in conference, 3 of them coming to Pima. These two teams could face off again in the playoffs. Pima #1, South Mountain #2. If both teams were to win their opening playoff match, they would play each other. Noah, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts are Pima might be the best team in the country. I've said it. I'm going to stamp it now. The way that they played tonight, they can take anybody on. Maybe even some D1 teams out there. Put Pima against Miami of Ohio. These boys are against the world right now. South Mountain played a great game tonight. It just wasn't enough. There's too much athleticism between Graham, Fiegels, and Johnson. Those three and that three-headed monster carried them tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they continue to do the rest of the season.
Pima's athleticism on full display. They win by a dozen. They led by 11 at halftime. For the first 15 minutes of each half, the Cougars were really able to go back and forth with the best team in the conference, but the consistency from the Aztecs too much to overcome for the Cougars as they fall to Pima 77-65. For executive producer Jeff Herberg, for my partner Noah Podolsky, I'm Harry Kaseff. Thank you for joining us for this outstanding game between the top two teams in the conference. We will be with you next Wednesday night for our season finale here at home. If the Cougars were to remain in that second spot in the ACCAC, they would host the first round playoff game, most likely against Glendale, maybe Scottsdale. We hope you join